Hello everyone, this is Mr. Speak, and I'm going to do my Bleach review for today. Oh, damn, I forgot the chapter name. Chapter name and number. It's the most recent Bleach. I'll have it up on the video, don't worry. In any case, starts off with where we left off with the Tsukishima Byakuya fight. Tsukishima's just trying to flaunt his superiority, saying he's nothing Byakuya can do anymore can hurt him. He also reveals something, we didn't really know about Byakuya's sword, namely it's just like an area where as long as they're in that area they can't be harmed. And Byakuya's like, how do you know it? And Tsukishima's like, you told me, and everything. So whether he's telling the truth, I honestly don't know. Maybe, his Book of the End power, when he inserts himself into people's past, he's able to, obviously he'd have to be able to like read their mind or read their past in order to know. So he would know, Senbazakura's techniques. However, the truth of that statement still hasn't been shown. Yes, they possess reality warper abilities simultaneously. I don't know how much truth there is to that statement. Byakuya is just assuming that, his techniques won't work, and Tsukishima is just telling him they could all be bluffs. Since he can't insert himself to the past, he could have made Byakuya doubt himself in that way. That would make perfect sense. In any case, so Byakuya is like, not even my Bankai techniques will work. Then we go to Rukia and Ruruka, surprisingly. I thought they were going to do like the standard fight things they've been doing the whole arc and just like finish one fight, then start another, possibly use another chapter to get more, into that fight before, finishing it at the end. But no, they just continue with this Byakuya Tsukishima fight, and then we go on to Ruruka and Rukia. And it's not really a fight. We finally learn what the love gun does. It fires like compressed objects that are inside the gun at, whatever the target is. It's not that effective against Rukia, but we learned that, Rukia is not willing to kill Ruruka. Ruruka doesn't seem that into it. Simultaneously, she's, her personality is kind of changing. I don't know how into it she is. I still don't want to see her die. And Rukia is, says she's not going to kill Ruruka, so hopefully that sticks. I honestly don't want to see her to die. Again, if you look back, she was forced into this, so yeah. Yeah, that, and her new attitude could be part of Tsukishima. The guy is damn well fast. And, when he gave him that powers, it was that smoke thing. So, you never know. Anyway, Rukia is like, okay, she's just slicing through everything the love gun is dishing out. And then Ruruka finally uses some of her upgraded abilities. She shoots one of her hearts and it lands on Rukia, and she becomes a stuffed animal. I was initially kind of dumbfounded, like, what the hell happened here? I'm thinking, like, she just shrank Rukia, like, her dollhouse ability. But no, she turned her into a stuffed animal. Question still on what she's going to do to her now. Maybe she'll just keep her in, like, the love gun or something along those lines. But I honestly didn't see that coming. This was a pretty good chapter, I'll admit. Not much happened again. That's one of the faults of the chapter. But, otherwise, a good chapter in my opinion. What do you think? At this point, I still think that she is, redeemable. I still don't think she deserves to die. Because as we know, the Shinigami, well, as a collective, they're willing to take the Fullbringers out. Rukia doesn't seem to want to do that, and I hope that sticks for Ruruka's case. However, the other ones definitely do, as we've seen with Giriko. He didn't last long to do much of anything. I definitely think Renji would have been willing to kill Jackie. However, simultaneously, the fact that he was fighting against a woman, take that as however you will. And because, he and Ruki are kind of like the same wavelength with certain things, then, he didn't kill her. Plus, he didn't really see the need to. As far as Tsukishima, Byakuya, and Ginjo and Ichigo, I definitely think they're going to die. I think Yukio would have died if he had done like anything more antagonistic, such as if Hitsugaya didn't think that, he would die and his power might still be active, I think he would have killed him. That's just my personal opinion. Put your comments below. Do you think he would have killed Yukio if his power wasn't active? I mean, we've seen it, but then that's Kenpachi. The other Soul Reaper, Shinigami are showing a little bit more restraint than that. So, maybe it was just Kenpachi. Obviously, nobody has a problem with it. Nobody really liked Kiriko. He's what we would call the scrappy. And yes, I do read TV tropes if you know what that website is. So, yeah, nobody really liked Kiriko. Nobody really cares that he's gone. And it was just a badass moment all around when he just got sliced in half. In any case, this is where we're going to end review. Questions. Well, kind of a minor question comes from the beginning of the chapter. We got this nice little color spread. Ginjo versus Ichigo. And then we got none of that fight during this chapter. I mean, do you honestly think Kubo is just trying to really troll us at this point? Because that seemed... I was kind of excited initially. I knew they were going to do some Tsukishima Byakuya. But simultaneously, I honestly did think that we were going to get some Ichigo Ginjo in here. And I got none of it. Kind of upset now. I'm looking at you, Kubo. In any case, next question. What do you think is going to happen with Rukia and Ruruka? I honestly don't know. I mean, their powers are potent enough to affect, even their opponents being as powerful as the Shinigami are. So, there's a entire chance that she may not be able to do it. Simultaneously, depends on what Ruruka does next. I honestly don't think she was going to kill Rukia. Again, I don't think she wanted any part of it. What do you think she's going to do next? I mean, in a way, she's been seeming kind of playful. I think, it could be easily assumed that she doesn't, that she's... It could be assumed that she's not a fighter. Simultaneously, it could be assumed that she's not really trying to hurt Rukia. Otherwise, she could do a lot more. Then again, we'll see more of that next chapter, hopefully. Also, how do you think the Byakuya Tsukishima fight's going to go? Do you think Tsukishima's bluffing? Do you think, he's actually affecting Byakuya's power? I mean, his powers, again, is a pretty big one. He's a competent opponent. Simultaneously, I think it's going a bit too far. I honestly think that somewhere along the line he told a little bluff and that, eventually he's going to go down. First of all, we haven't seen Byakuya use Kido yet. And I definitely don't know how he could have affected his Kido skills if he only sliced his sword. So, yeah. In any case, wait. Did he just slice his sword or did he... Yeah, he sliced Byakuya at this point, so yeah. He sliced Byakuya. Then again, still, Byakuya is a Shinigami. Even without, Shikai, Bankai, or Kido, he's a potent swordsman. I definitely still think he can easily take Tsukishima out. What do you think? Put your comments below. You think we're going to see Ichigo Ginjo next chapter? Keep your fingers crossed. In any case, this has been Mr. Speak, signing off.